Welcome to Playgroup.
Hi Melissa.
Hi Joe. Well kids, this morning we are going to have a story, some songs and a craft. But to start with, we're going to sing a song, Heads and Shoulders, Knees and Toes. So let's get up, let's find a space that we can do that and sing our song. So kids, let's get ready for our song, Heads and Shoulders, Knees and Toes, and also eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Don't forget the song gets faster every time we sing it. Are you ready? Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Whew. Let's try that again, guys, a little bit faster. You ready? Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Can we do it, kids, a bit faster? Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Whew, well done everybody. That was fun and feeling all nice and warm. Okay, well this morning kids we are thinking about how sometimes we don't feel well. Sometimes we have an earache or a headache, or we've fallen off our bikes and hurt ourselves or sprained our ankle, and we need to go and see the doctor or go to the hospital. So we're going to go and visit our doctor today, and I'm going to pretend to be the doctor. So we're going to the doctor, and my first patient is Mr. Ted. Mr. Ted, would you like to come in? Have a seat, Mr. Ted. Well, Mr. Ted, what's wrong with you today? Oh, you've got a headache and a sore ear and your throat sore. Oh, and I see you've got a bit of a scrape on your leg. Right, well, we'll need to have a look. I'm going to use my tongue suppressor here to have a look in Mr. Ted's mouth. Open wide, Mr. Ted. Let's have a look. Say, ah. Well done. Oh yes, I can see it's not quite right in there with your tonsils. Right, well let's have a look in your ear. Oh yes, it's looking very red, Mr. Ted. I think you might have an ear infection. Let's just get our stethoscope. I just want to check your breathing. Let's have a look. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. Well, Mr. Ted, I think you need to go home and get some rest. I'm going to write you a prescription for some medicine. Mr. Ted, take 1 tablet a day. There we go. So you head straight to bed, Mr. Ted, and I'm sure you'll feel better in a few days. Well, we've had Mr. Ted visit us at the doctor, and I'm sure he will get better soon. I'm about to go and get ready to do our craft, so I'm going to hand over to Melissa, who's going to read us a story.
Well, boys and girls, we're going to move to our story time now, so why don't you get your hands out, and I'm going to get Kitty out, and we're going to sing our song. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Bye-bye, Kitty. Our first story today is a story At Home with Macy, and it's by Louise Cousins. It's called Dr. Macy. Macy and Tahula are dressing up. Hello, Dr. Macy. Hello, Nurse Tahula. Tahula listens to Macy's heartbeat. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Haha, that tickles. Panda feels ill. Macy listens to his heartbeat. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Macy checks Panda's temperature. Poor Panda. He's very hot. Macy takes Panda upstairs and puts him to bed. There, there, Panda. Get well soon. Macy, is that Tahula calling? Don't run on the stairs, Macy. Watch out, Tahula. Oops. Tahula is all right, but Macy has hurt her nose. Nurse Tahula wraps Macy's nose in a bandage. There, that's better. Bye-bye, Nurse Tahula. Bye-bye, Dr. Macy. We're going to sing a song now. Now, if you have a stuffy or a doll or a teddy somewhere nearby, if you want to grab it, because we're going to sing a song, Miss Polly Had a Dolly. And this is my doll that I'm going to sing this song to. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick, 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 so she called for the doctor to come quick, quick, quick. The doctor came with his bag and his hat, and he knocked on the door with a rat-a-tat-tat. He looked at the dolly and he shook his head. He said, Miss Polly, put her straight to bed. He wrote on the paper for a pill, pill, pill. I'll be back in the morning, yes I will. Boys and girls, we're going to read one last storybook today, and it's called Itchy, Itchy Chicken Pox. This poor little boy is sick. Itchy, itchy chicken pox. A spot, another spot. Uh-oh, chicken pox. Under my shirt, under my socks, itchy, itchy chicken pox. Don't rub, don't scratch. Oh no, another batch. On my tummy, between my toes, on my back, on my nose. Lotion on, itching's gone. Just for now, it comes back. Oh. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and more. Daddy counts my itchy spots, lots and lots of chicken pox. Itchy, itchy, I feel twitchy. I run away, the itching stays. Rubber Ducky doesn't like my yucky mucky oatmeal bath, but Mummy says it's good for me. I rest, I read, I eat, I play. I feel better every day. And then no new spots. Hooray! I'm okay. I get to go to school today. Well, I hope you enjoyed our stories today, everyone.
Well, kids, we are going to make our own doctor's kit now. We've been to the doctor and we've seen what the doctors use. So we're going to make our own doctor's kit so that when you're at home, you can perhaps make your own pretend hospital or doctor's surgery and have everything that you need ready to play with your dolls or your mum and dad as patients. So let's get started. Well, the first thing that we're going to need is a piece of paper. You can use anything you like that you've got at home. It can be any colour. I'm using black this morning because we're going to make a doctor's kit. So the first thing we need to do is fold our piece of paper in half like this and press down the edges firmly, and that's going to be our bag. And what we need then is to have our stapler and a few things ready, stapler and glue and scissors. And now you might need Mum and Dad's help with this, but we're just going to staple the edges of our bag like this. And this is to make sure that our things don't fall out when we pop them in our bag later. So we'll just staple the sides down. And there we have our bag. Now we need to make handles for our bag. So we're going to have to cut out You can do like a horseshoe shape. And we're going to make a handle. So we just cut around. We practice our cutting skills doing this. And we're going to cut inside like that. And there we have the handle for our doctor's bag. Now you just need to staple that on. Each side of your bag. Very carefully so we don't staple our fingers. So we have a handle on our bag. And then what we want to do is cut out 2 rectangles. So we're going to practice our cutting skills. So get your scissors, and you can choose different colours, but we're going to make a cross. So by cutting 2 rectangles, we can make a cross. A cross is a symbol that we recognise as being for medical purposes. So we know when we see a cross that it's for a doctor or a nurse or something medical. And we're just going to glue that on now so that we can have our cross on our bag. Okay, so there we have our cross on our bag. Now, I would like to think that you would have your name on your doctor's bag. On my doctor's bag, I've written Dr. Joe. So depending on what colour your bag is, you can either write your name, or you could just get a piece of white paper and cut it off and stick it on and write your name. It could be Dr. Oliver or Dr. Annabelle or Dr. Isabel. And so we have our doctor's bag. Now, the next important thing for us to do is to think about what do we need in our doctor's bag. We saw the doctor might wear some gloves. So we might need to pop some gloves in our doctor's bag. There we go. What else might the doctor use? Oh, I think he might need some bandages. So we'll pop some bandages in there. We might need, to check the throat, we need the tongue suppressor. And very importantly, we need some Band-Aids. Let's pop some Band-Aids in our doctor's bag. There are lots of things that you might be able to find at home to pop into your doctor's kit. One of the things which would be great to put in our doctor's kit is our own stethoscope. And that is so easy to make. What I'm using is 2 pipe cleaners. And all I'm doing is twisting the pipe cleaner around in the middle there. And then I've just got a foil paper liner here, but you can use anything you like. You could use a milk bottle lid, you could use a jar lid, anything that you've got at home, and you could just stick that on with some sticky tape like I've done here. And then all I did was I found some earplugs. And if you poke a little hole in the end of the earplugs, you can stick that on the end of for your stethoscope, like that. I think that one's fallen off, but here's the one I've already made. And so here we are, you've got your stethoscope. So you can use this on your patients. So let's go and put our stethoscope in our doctor's bag. There we go. Well, kids, I hope you have fun making this after we've finished our session today. And please have lots of fun making your own hospital or your own doctor's surgery and looking after your patients. We look forward to seeing you next time. See you later.